What is up, everyone? The 25th Genius is back with another Webtoon review. And I don't know why it took me so long to review this amazing series, but in the decade of 2010 and 2020, this was absolutely a fantastic and amazing series that always made my heart pump and was always very exciting to read. So today I want to share it today. So we're going to be talking about Oh Holy, a classic webtoon series that did a lot in the webtoon community. So let's get into it. If you like this video and what I do, make sure you leave a like and a subscribe because it supports me a lot. And let's get into the video. So what is Oh Holy about? As the name entitles, it revolves around a girl by the name of Holy, and Holy is basically who you want to see in daily life. She's beautiful, rich, she has a lot going for her, and you think she would be attracted to the best guy in the school, but that's definitely not the case, as she is in love with a loner boy who is actually an outcast from his school. We'll get into him in a bit. They were actually childhood friends, and he thought that she was a boy, but she actually turned out to be a very beautiful girl. So let's talk about the guy by the name of Jamie. So Jamie is an outcast because he's very weird, but his secret is that he's allowed to see ghosts and spirits and those all around him. So one day, Holy confesses her entire love to the entire school board and that she was in love with Jamie, and you would think that they would have a classic and good love story in which they're progressing, all that stuff, right? Wrong, actually. Holy is murdered. Well, actually, an accident happens in which she is killed, and basically their love story should be over. But since Jamie has the ability to see ghosts, Jamie is able to see the spirit of Holy. And then we got our favorite character, which is the Toilet Reaper. Him, in which he makes things more complicated by basically juggling the love, feelings, and emotions of these two, and that creates the utter conflict for throughout most of the entire series of the webtoon. Honestly, if you're looking for a webtoon series that, doesn't have like these weird and complicated ships and you don't know who's going to get with Wid, you want this person to get with this person, yada 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 dabba dabba do, then definitely Oh Holy is the webtoon for you because the ship has already been established. We just want them to be very happy. The best thing about this series is the fact that instead of seeing who gets with who, you're kind of just seeing about when do people get with people, because that's generally what the whole battle, the whole conflict is about. These two really like each other, but they are very scared about their feelings for one another, and they really don't know what to do, all while crossing over the plane of death, all while having to fight other influences and other possible rivals that are around them. I really like the Toilet Reaper because he added a new exciting element to the webtoon as a person who really wasn't, C-blocking in a way, but definitely just wanted to make things really complicated and very unique, which again is kind of unprecedented in many webtoons, as I read more of a lot of romance and very intelligent, types of things. It's really rare to see such a disturber or such a, go-doer that, much like the Toilet Reaper, the Toilet Reaper is probably the best character of the series because he drives the entire plot. Much how I like to say Jeff from Days of Hana. If you've seen those reviews, you should check them out, by the way. They're very popular. And how he really adds these new elements and drives to Days of Hana. Definitely the Toilet Reaper does the same. So basically, if you are looking for a webtoon series that has a ship established and that you get to see the relationship grow, you definitely should check this series out, to say the least. So, with speaking upon characters and how, the Toilet Reaper is this driving base, you really get to see a lot of how the characters develop because there was basically a relationship established. Even though that they're heads over heels for each other and are quite in love with each other, there's still a lot of conflicts that they need to deal with, like really trusting themselves, or are they ready for a relationship, or can they really give a lot to the other person. What I don't like about ships in which we're defining who gets what and yada yada is the main fact is that we don't really see, other relationship progressing, because there's a lot more to a relationship than, actually getting the person. It's what you do after the relationship. And Oh Holy definitely is very good at showing what happens after you establish feelings for one another and those feelings are reciprocated. What do you really do now? And I feel like a lot of that is lost because a lot of people, especially of the new age, are kind of into this whole ship wars, battling this person should be with this person. So the author uses those things as devices to really make the web Webtoon series more popular and get more people into it. But there is another side of the coin in which about how you establish those relationships and what do you do and how do you interact and how do you act and will that person stay forever. There's a lot of troubling and deep influences that really play in the role when you're into a relationship and you're building it, and maybe one day you want to move into the same apartment, or maybe one day you want to get married. It's a lot of that type of things, and I really respect and like Oh Holy for really, just telling the other side of it. And not many Webtoon series, especially online Webtoons, they really do. A lot of it is just lost in the whole war and the whole thick of it and the whole developing yourself as you're finding somebody, that it's really an untold story about what happens when you actually are in the relationship or you actually are finding someone with established feelings. It's like, what do you do? And it's really good that readers should find out what do you do, because if you look at this, maybe you're a teenager, I don't know what age you are, and you look at this, maybe it can give you some tips on how to deal with your lovely crush. And that is my review of Oh Holy. If you want to read Oh Holy, you can definitely find it for free on Line Webtoons. That is completed at the recording of this video, and at any other point in time, because it's over. If you like this video, again, make sure you leave a like and subscribe because it helps out your content creator a lot. I thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.